Okay, hi everybody. We'll see how this works today. I'm trying just to use my iPad to demonstrate a couple stretches that you should use if you're a guitar player who plays a lot. And let's just get into it. So you probably all see a lot of videos or you've had people tell you should stretch like this, you know, arms straight, not pulling your fingers, but more the palm, just pulling back gently. Of course, you can do it that way. You can do it this way to get the underside of your arm. You can stretch this way across the top. Same thing, right? This is all good and they work, but you're only stretching from here down, really. And a lot of time, if you're experiencing some discomfort or tightness in your forearms specifically, it's generated from other places. So as guitar players, we spend a ton of time like this. So what we need to do is open up like this. So some stretches that can also help you is just that, opening up like this. So my arms are back, pretty parallel, palms out, and I'm gonna bend my palms like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna breathe in, and when I breathe out, I'm going to try, imagine I'm in an imaginary bubble, and I'm gonna try to press out and stretch the walls of the bubble. So we breathe in, I breathe out, and I stretch out, stretching the walls of those bubbles. And you can move sort of through different planes. And you're not trying to stretch backwards so much as you are trying to stretch out towards the wall. Reach for the far wall on either side. Feel that stretch. You want to hold it for about 30 seconds or so. And you should feel it all through here, right? Another way you can do it is to put your hand against the wall, flat against the wall, and then drop your shoulder and just turn a little bit. So you're stretching with your arms straight, shoulders dropped, palm is against the wall, and you want to, I like to put this arm behind me like that. And you just feel, so pretend this is the wall. And then you should be able to feel it all through your arm, from your palm, fingers, all the way up through your elbow and into your pectoral muscle here. That is a great stretch. I used that since I was a young guy, and it really, really helps. So that should stretch more of the whole arm rather than just the forearm, right? Because again, we spend all the time like this, you know, hips are turned like this. So we want to do this. The last thing I like to do, which my wife thinks is kind of silly, but it works, is I just lie on the floor like a big starfish. So flat on the floor on the carpet, and I'm lying flat like this. And for me, like after a while, after not long, I can feel some tingling in my palms. And then I want to make sure that my shoulder blades just can sink into that floor, because usually you find they're like this from being like this all day. So lying on the floor like this, right? And then you want those shoulder blades just to sink into the floor. And again, you'll feel it all through your whole arm. Opens things up, which is our goal, to try to help eliminate pain in the forearms. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful, and I will see you next time.